Here's a video about advanced searching in Gmail. To begin with, if you hadn't noticed it before, look at the very top of your Gmail at the search bar at the top. If you haven't ever used it before, maybe hadn't even noticed it, that's where we can do advanced searches and find incredible things deep in years and years worth of emails. The way search works basically is you search for a word. If you want to narrow your search, you use 2 or 3 words separated by spaces. You can also search putting multiple words in quotes to search for word phrases all together. So that's a single search, not separate words, which are kind of or, but these words are together in an and type search. If you use multiple words, the search may come back with a single word that doesn't use one of your other words. If you use plus, then that word is required in the search. And then minus, you can use exclusions in the search, and I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. You can search by label, and under label, add a word. And so we can come over here just as an example. We can type in manually label, and let's just say I know I have a label of LSC, Lone Star College, and that narrows all of the emails in my inbox to the LSC label, which you can see down here to the lower left. That also works if I just click here on the label. You see it automatically adds the text in the search box and narrows my inbox view just to emails that have that label. You can search by email address. If you know the person's email address, or possibly search for a name and find their email address, that's fairly self-explanatory. You can also search by date, which is very useful. So I'll just highlight this and use the same format, just like that. Before, colon, no space, and then year, month, and day. I hit return, and instantly I'm looking at all the emails before that date on back in my history. Close that, click on Gmail, and it returns to the normal view. To see all emails for the month of June in a particular year, you can use a combination of before, space, and after. So I'm going to copy that and come back here, and you can type that in. I'm just going to cut and paste for the interest of time, and then hit return. And there are all of the emails only for the month of June in 2016. I can edit this to say 2017 or 18 or 14, or if I'm looking for something in a time frame and I'm pretty sure it was in the summer of 2016, but I can't remember if I've traveled somewhere or I bought something, then I can cycle through this and say the month of June 07 or 6. I can change that to 07 and look in July, or 08 and look in August, and scan and review my emails. And then if I want to narrow it down, I'll add another word after this. Let's say angular, and you see it narrows right down to that date with the word angular in 2016. Very powerful. Combine several searches at the same time. I want to look for an email from John. It must have the word vacation. San Diego is 2 words, so I put that in quotes. Exclude John Doe, some other John, any John Does that were in there, and I know I want it before 2014. In fact, it's 2013 and earlier. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameters in this search. Some good examples. You can say before this date, in sent, so I'm looking for emails that I have sent out, in the category social, and I want the keyword Facebook, but I don't want anything in my search from mom@yahoo.com or some other email. So again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameters. If you want to clean your email up, you can search for attachments. So I'll just copy that to demonstrate. Has attachment larger than 10 megabytes? Let's go look at that. And return. And there's one. I can increase the number and say increase larger than 5 megabytes. And you see there are the attachments. And if I click on that, I can see the pictures attached. And that's from a trip down in the Big Bend country looking down into Mexico. And so what that means, let me do that again, is if you want to save space in your email, here are all the emails with attachments larger than 5 megabytes. If those you don't care or you're trying to save space, select all of them and then click delete. And I want to demonstrate negative searches because that is also very powerful. So let's say I want to do a search for, let me look in my inbox here. Common email is from CNET. So I'm going to search for CNET. And I think I'd searched for this before. I'm going to search for Tech Report. So there's the CNET phrase, 2 words together. Here's all of the CNET tech reports. But let's say I want to filter those out and look at everything else but these. So I come up here and I enter a minus, no space, for a negative search. And there's all my emails excluding Tech Report. It's a negative search. It's exclusions. So that's also very useful, very powerful in your searching strategy. Other things to think about before you do searching is the more information that you put into your emails, the more organization you use, the more powerful email becomes as a repository for your life. And here's some articles. Gmail Advanced Search Support article, Gmail's Advanced Searches Features, and the Power User Guide to Gmail. So there is a quick overview for different techniques for how you can use Google's powerful search tools to find emails in your Gmail.